Hi, Jane. I attempted to set up a new microphone and camera, so can you let me know if it is, like, if you can hear me, if it's loud, if it's soft, if the camera looks alright, um, if you can hear music, if that's too loud, too soft, all the usual shit.
Butterfly collars and shit.
Hey,
Chains
Lewis,
from the
welcome.
slave ship, dreads with the wave kit, bifocals and wingtips, velvet pants and a velour coat. Looked in the mirror, damn, I look dope. Folded up the singles in my loop clip. Put a
Are you
sock
guys
in
able
my
to hear
pants
me
on some
alright?
Uncle Luke shit. Dressed to impress, so I'm ready to go. The club is 12 blocks away and I got no loot, so I walk 10 and take a cab for 2. Black duct tape over the hole in my shoe. I've got the hardest damn steps
My
running
master
man.
audio
Cabbage
is a
patch
little
plus the
low.
Robocop, then I'll bring back the block. Jaws will drop and all the ladies will flop. Brothers thinking, got that I ain't got.
Is that better
It's written
for
in
the
my
master audio?
bestseller. It started to rain. I got no umbrella. The walking turned
So,
around and
anyway,
I looked
as I
back.
ask you all these questions to get things set up for the first time, um, I'm just randomly making another frittata. I know we already did this, so I apologize for doing it again. But, like I said, it's a great way to get rid of stuff that's going to be going bad soon and just having similar foods over and over with, you know, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, different flavors. So tonight I'm using zucchini, some of the cauliflower that we roasted off, uh, actually just some frozen potatoes, some soy rizo, and some of the green onions from last night. Alright, I wonder if I just need to move the microphone closer, if that helps. And now you can see it. Damn it. This. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't want to move it now that I've started though, because it'll be loud and banging around, but whatever. Okay. So, readjusting everything all over the place. I don't want to cut these. I'll do quarters. This. I'm attempting to keep up with chat on my mobile tonight instead, so that way I don't have to come all the way over to the computer anymore. So that was an idea that Swags gave me. The only problem is my phone likes to go to sleep. No, that's fine. You just relax. You're not feeling well, you just finished finals. Oh yeah, Mrs. Biscotti also just finished finals. Her first semester back in college. Hell yeah, I make healthy food all the time. You eat Taco Bell all the time, so... Yeah, she's in school for nutrition, so yeah, we better be eating healthy. Let's see. I'm gonna chop up the cauliflower, which you guys actually didn't get to see the final product of the other night. So, you can kind of see it. It got a nice little char on it, some caramelization. You can see even some of the salt and pepper on it. It's really good, but these pieces are a little bit big to put into a frittata, so I am gonna chop it up a little bit more. Come here. You want some cauliflower? Yeah? Yeah, so this is sort of part two in a way. Come in. You want some cauliflower? Alright, let's see. So hopefully with the new camera, I can just turn it and you can see her much more easily. Yeah, look at that. You want it? Yeah, okay. Is that good? You want another piece? Cauliflower. See if you can catch it. Probably not. Oh, stay there so you're in the frame. Nice. Whiff. Okay. That's enough. And now you're going to be all farty. Mm-hmm. There we go. Good. So, yeah, I got a new microphone and a new camera, so hopefully it increases the quality of the stream overall a little bit. It's a camera that actually has a cool swivel on it, so I can like turn it. I can carry it over to the stove much easier. It's hopefully just going to improve things without giving you guys motion sickness. And the microphone hopefully is just a better quality sound, even though it sounds like you guys are saying it's a little bit on the low side. I know what I can do. That should increase the input from the microphone. Let me know if all of a sudden it's way too loud now, because I turned it up a bit. So I'm just doing a little rough chop to cut up the cauliflower into slightly smaller pieces. So this way, it's a little bit more, to match the size of the zucchini. I'm just gonna put it in the same bowl because it's all gonna get cooked at the same time tonight. Cool. Thanks, Jane. All right. So we also have our green onions. So these were just chopped up from the pasta salad that we made the other night. Okay. We've got soy rizo, which this is just a meatless chorizo. So yeah. Hey Speller, what's up? And regular chorizo, of course, is a very acceptable alternate if you are a carnivore and want some of that meat in your life. Oh my god, this packaging. No, you don't get any of this. Hey, Evan. What's going on? So, we've got a nice... Get used to this camera position. Nice long casing. Because this is a vegan style, it has just plastic on the outside, so I actually need to remove it from the casing. Regular chorizo will likely have a hog casing, which, not to gross you out, but it is the intestines of either a hog or a pig, and they use that to kind of get the sausage into its shape. So part of this, and you'll see how I prepare this, but basically I just cut it open, and I'm going to cook this first, so it actually creates some of the kind of the oil and whatnot we're going to use. Now, I'm not vegan, but recently my wife and I gave up eating pig, cow, poultry, lamb, Basically, most stuff with parents. So we're already essentially done our prep. This is going to be a very quick and easy one. Like I said, since she is not feeling so great tonight, I just kind of wanted to get a quick dinner thrown together. So I'm going to move the camera and the microphone over towards the stove. So bear with me for 1 second. Hey, Kate. Okay, I'm going to bring over all my ingredients. Alright. Need my pan. Once again, the trusty pan that I use almost every single night. Oh, thanks, Kate. She's just got a little bit of a cold coming off of finals week and not sleeping very much. So we're gonna put this on high heat. A little bit of grapeseed oil. Alright. How are you doing tonight, Kate? Did you have your, is your trip to Miami Beach all done? Or South Beach or wherever you were? Just taking the Sawyer Yuzo out of its casing. Looks like dog poop. Very appetizing. Caleb, you gotta start somewhere. So I'm just breaking this up. It's kind of like a mass of fake chorizo. I'm just gonna get a little bit of brown on it and let some of the oils and the spices cook out of this. That's gonna give us a nice flavor within the pan to cook with. And we're gonna cook all the vegetables in that fat, so it's gonna be good. actually going to do with this is we're going to remove it from the pan because if I leave it in as I cook everything else, it'll cook too much and it'll get burnt. But really what I want to do is get a little bit of cook on it, is to get some of those oils and the flavoring out of the chorizo into the pan, so when I cook all the vegetables, it'll take on all of those flavors. Let's see. Go. So, let's see, we got our nice soy chorizo with a little bit of char on it. I'm gonna put a little butter in the pan too. It's just gonna be kind of a nice, even though it's healthy, it's gonna be a little fatty too. Butter makes it better. Taking it off of the heat because the pan's really hot right now and I don't want the butter to burn. And we are going to start with our shredded potatoes. Hash browns. Oh yeah, Apollo, I was saying that I'm actually making another frittata tonight. Just have some stuff I need to get rid of. I know we've already gone over it before, but it's something that I really do use a lot. Mrs. Biscotti's not feeling so great tonight, so I just need kind of a quick dinner. And like I said, anytime I cook, I want to be able to show you guys what I'm doing. So, another round. Hello, Anthony. No worries, you're not late. I'm just happy you're here. And yes, Turtle, you can absolutely burn butter. Kimby, you want some butter? Come here. Alright, so Kimbo loves butter. So, go over here, you'll see her lick it up. Yeah. This is the highlight of the stream. Okay, that's enough. Oh really? Sandy hates it? Kimbo likes anything that has fat in it. She is a fat connoisseur. She likes avocado, she likes butter, she loves cheese. really any dairy she likes. Alright, so our potatoes got some good color on them. I'm going to add in some green onions. And our other vegetables. And we're going to season with salt and pepper. It's not quite the same. I mean, it's the same idea of having a frittata, but the ingredients in this one are a little bit different. The other one had like mushrooms and tomatoes, and I honestly don't even remember everything. This one is going to have potatoes, cauliflower, the soy rizo, and the zucchini. So I know the zucchini, like I said, was the same. Most of the other stuff is I believe, different though than last time. It's looking a little dry to me, so I'm going to add just a little bit more oil. Oh yeah, Jane, peanut butter. She goes nuts over peanut butter. So let's cook down a little bit while that goes. I'm going to go ahead and get the eggs ready. Excuse me. Using 5 eggs tonight. Oh, please. Hey, go. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Abby keeps missing the stream. She'll come like as I'm pulling frittata out of the oven. No. Timbo's all over my ass tonight. And I dropped zucchini. Add back in the soy rizo. Just kind of distribute it around. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Lots of different flavors. Just adding some salt and pepper to the eggs. And we are ready to add in our eggs. I'm going to turn off the heat. Add in the eggs. Spread it around. Got my oven preheat at 350 degrees, just like last time. You don't want to burn it too fast. Trying to get the soy chorizo broken up a little bit through it. And it goes in the oven. Yes, 350 is a typical default for ovens. That is a kind of golden temperature to work around. .350 seems to work really well for a lot of different things. That tends to be why it's the default. There's a lot of baking occurs at 350. But the only time I really go much above it, I'll go up to maybe 400, 415, 420 even, to sear off some meat, cooking something a little bit larger, things like that. Yeah, I wanted something really easy tonight, so I kept it pretty simple. You saw it really from start to finish. A lot of the stuff was already pre-made though, like the cauliflower, the frozen potatoes. I just needed something quick, easy, no hassle, just get it in. I unfortunately don't have, a whole bunch to talk about tonight. As this cooks, it's probably going to take a good 10 minutes, so I totally understand if you guys want to go do something else while that's in there. I don't have my wife to assist me with tutorials and information and all that fun stuff. So I'm just going to be kind of hanging out for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to throw some toast in the toaster. And yeah, just kind of hang out and chat with you guys while it cooks, if that's all right. I will show you, I got this really good bread from our little local market the other day. It's a French style bread. It's basically a really fat baguette. So you can see it's nice and airy, puffed up. It's got a really nice crust on it, flour top that's split. So yeah, this is like the best toast. I love it. Do you want any toast? How many pieces? Just one? Okay. So throw that into the toaster. So what other toppings could you use if you weren't feeling a veggie night? So I'm a big bacon fan. That's one of the hardest things giving up pork. So I would have done essentially the same process with the bacon that I did with the soy chorizo. I would have put it into the pan first, let that get kind of render out all the fat. That's when the fat is cooking down into the pan. Remove the bacon from the pan and use the bacon fat to cook all those vegetables. Um, you could use any kind of sausage, a breakfast sausage, smoked sausage. You could use proper chorizo instead of the soy rizo like I use. I mean, it's kind of funny. People are interesting with chicken and eggs. Some like it, some don't. My wife is vehemently opposed to chicken with eggs. It's got kind of a weird texture combination, so I personally don't mind it. But yeah, I mean, I will do chicken with eggs, kind of eating the parent and the child at the same time. To mention that. I am pescatarian, but one of my viewers had asked what else could be used instead of just vegetables. I actually used a soy rizo tonight. So it's basically a fake chorizo made from soy and protein. There's a little potato in it as well, but yes, Canadian bacon for you. There you go. Do Canadian bacon and some sweet tea, and you've got yourself a meal. Thank you for coming by, though, Most142. Kind of missed most of the cooking. This was a really fast stream. It was unplanned. I got a new microphone and a new camera, and I kind of wanted to test them out. Just make a really fast dinner. But I was saying anytime I cook, I want to at least be able to stream it, even if it's only a short... Hey, what's up, Sandwich? Hey, get out of here. Dog trying to get in the trash. Welcome back, Turtle. Yes, Canadian bacon was mentioned. We were talking about other things that would make this a non-vegetarian meal. So, yeah, I was going over all the different things. What about a gas oven? Oh, you mean like in Celsius? Or is it just like a low, medium, high type situation? I don't really know, Lewis. Let me know kind of what your oven looks like. So my oven is gas, but I can still control the actual temperature. So I'm able to do 350 degrees, but that is Fahrenheit. I know you're part of the rest of the world that actually uses Celsius, which is a better format to use, but I don't know the conversion off the top of my head. I used to when I was cooking more. I had to know back and forth, but essentially it's a kind of medium to medium high heat. If it's too low, it's going to take too long to cook, and it's going to stay a little bit mushy. You want everything to kind of hold its form still, so it needs to be warm enough to get those eggs cooked all the way through in a timely fashion. But if you go too high, it's going to become really dry, and you're going to cook the outside of the dish without getting the inside cooked properly. So, I mean, I don't want to say it's a delicate balance, because it's not really. It's pretty user-friendly. It's eggs, so, you know. That's just our toaster going off. So, with this toast, if I'm eating it on its own, I really like, I mentioned this before, a good good butter. I like Kerrygold. That's arguably my favorite butter right now. It's an Irish whip butter. Um, and then, no, it's not your smoke alarm. You could very well be burning something, but that was not your smoke alarm. Um, so I like a good butter, put a little bit of salt on it, and I actually really like honey on my toast. Coming from the South, like biscuits and honey are very popular, and it's something that stuck with me. My wife is much more of a jam or preserves type person, but yeah, I like butter and honey. With this, I doubt I'm really actually gonna put anything on it because actually no, I'm gonna put some on mine. Do you want any butter or anything on yours? Okay. Yeah, my wife tends to not only be healthy but be kind of plain with her toast. So yeah, Turtle, you were so proud of not burning your pizza, and then you left the oven on for like 2 hours. I'm just gonna butter up my bread. It's nice the butter is not overly hardened right now since I've had it out. It was kind of next to the flame. Yep, and sure enough, Kimbo knows this sound and this smell, so she came right on running. Down here waiting to lift the knife when I'm done. Oh, Jane, Turtle, Anthony, you guys did, what's his name? Is it Matthew from last night? Yeah. Did you guys bump into him at all today playing online? Is he still going strong? I also like to keep my butter in a Ziploc. Just helps it stay a little bit longer. Keeps it a little fresher. Plus, if it is a really nice butter like this, it's been whipped, so it can absorb some of the flavors that are around it. So if you have someone who doesn't clean out their fridge, like Anthony, it could pick up some of those moldy smells and actually make the butter itself mold faster. So this just keeps it a little bit more protected. Hi. Can you guys see her? Not really. A better view so she can at least be on camera with me. There she is. Yeah, I know. We'll get it in a minute. So I tend to try and like just kind of artisan style honeys, not just like the shit that's in the plastic bottle. This is an artisan neighborhood honey from the Willamette Valley, somewhere in Oregon, actually. Most of the honey that we have been buying since we've been here has been local. A lot of stuff from Boulder, Colorado, but it's just a nice honey.
What's happening, everybody? This is Bruce West coming out of New York, Brooklyn, and I'm with S1 and Double K, and they're gonna be doing their thing.
There are no secrets in party chat.
They've been to Madrid, Spain. They've been to Amsterdam, Netherlands, and Africa, doing their thing. So, welcome people other things. Get that girl, make this joint. Bonafide, certified, make it my point. Life for the party, lampshade on the head. We anoint the dead. The flashlight, give them life. My quote, as I go, the wife gets the action. This funky mother like Catherine Jackson. And me and him, Tito and Jermaine. Been here for a minute and we still got a name. Well, that's cool, so how's school? I heard you got a pad. I seen it on MySpace. Thanks for the ad. House party with the funk people. I'm a
Go.
Tesla beer like I feel love lasagna. The monster sedan.
Yeah, I know it's got honey on it too. She doesn't like the honey as much as just butter, but she'll still go in on it. And obviously, if you're doing this, do not let your dog lick a sharp knife. That would be a very bad idea. Yeah, the one shaped like a bear. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't mean to talk down to it. It is it's a great product still, but I just, much like this bread, this bread isn't, I don't even know, what's the one with, Wonder Bread, or, Roman top or whatever, Roman meal, thank you. I tend to prefer things that have a little extra tender love and care put in them. So yeah, I try and buy local products when I can. But there's nothing wrong. I mean, you see, I'm using frozen potatoes. I don't know. I'm kind of a hypocrite in that way. Okay, we need to move in the oven. Thank you. One more minute. It's not quite separating from the side enough yet. Okay, you haven't seen my face at all, but my beard is still quite long. It's going to be trimmed down over the weekend, so appreciate it while you can. I've got client meetings all next week in St. Louis, so I won't be streaming, and I've got to clean myself up a little bit, look a little more presentable. Yeah. Shave my bald head and trim up my beard. I'm wondering if try like this up here. That's maybe better. Then you can see down into the pan a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with this some and try and figure it out. Oh, but then you can see my bald head a lot more. Oh shit. Stop it. Is that any better? That's kind of far away. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with these cameras and figure out. Do you have a full beard, Caleb? I thought you just had like the goatee. I'm not gonna shave it off completely. I need to trim it up because it is pretty long right now. I mean, you can see I'm pretty scruffy. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. Turning off the oven. And yeah, you can kind of see it's got a nice spring to it now in the middle, so it's cooked all the way through. Just a nice, good old meal. Nothing too fancy. Yes, turtle selfie to the party chat. And I didn't actually show last time, how I served it, but pretty basic. And be careful, the whole pan is going to be hot because the whole thing was in the oven. So I just kind of cut it down the middle, across with a spatula. On in, and the ends are a little, not crispy, but they're just cooked a little bit more. And there we go. Very fast frittata. Again, nothing overly fancy, just using up some of the stuff that we had in the house. And there we go. Frittata and buttered honey toast. It's gonna be a good meal. hope you guys enjoyed this again. I appreciate everyone still coming through and hanging out. And this was a very spur of the moment, last minute thing. Nothing overly exciting, but yeah, I've really enjoyed doing this the last week or so. It's been a really nice outlet for me to be able to cook and teach you guys some stuff. And I was thinking of maybe having some themes also. So like maybe Tuesdays doing Taco Tuesday, or at least a Mexican theme. And then Fridays, I'm not sure if anyone here is a big Archer fan, but they do Stir Fridays for Lana. So I was thinking of doing Stir Fridays. So everyone seemed to really like when I cooked with the wok. So I thought that would be a great way to show you guys other preparations of various things and introduce some new ingredients and come up with some different things to show you guys. And then, like I said, I'll continue playing around with the new camera and microphone to try and get the levels perfect and get better camera angles to show you a little bit more of what I'm doing. I don't care as much if I'm in the shot. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing as I'm adding things. Closer look on when I'm chopping. Be able, I got this camera because it has a snake neck on it, so I can actually put it on top of a pot that's boiling and whatnot. So because it's sometimes hard to turn it towards you guys. So yeah. Those are just some initial thoughts. I'm really getting into it. I'm having a lot of fun. So, yeah, I hope you guys are too. And I will talk to you later on. I know Doom comes out tonight at midnight, and there's quite a few people very excited about that. I know most of you are already in there, but I'm going to go ahead and post up Who Swags in a few minutes. So join me in going over there. And he's playing some of the Uncharted 4. I believe he's doing multiplayer tonight, so if you're worried about seeing the story, you can still hang out in there because he's just stomping on some pubs. And yeah, I love you too, Lewis. Thank you very much for hanging out. And yeah, let's go hang out with Who Swags for a little bit, and I'll be watching that as I eat this frittata.